Subscribe to the clickyourshop.com YouTube channel and like Click Your Shop on Facebook for the latest updates and promotions. Hello everybody, this is ZY from clickyourshop.com, and today we'll be taking a look at the Yongnuo YN622C-TX. So the Yongnuo 622TX is a wireless flash controller. The 622TX is designed to be used with the 622. However, in this case, the 622TX is not a transceiver because it can only function as the transmitter, with the other 622 units functioning as the receivers. Now, the Yongnuo 622TX comes in both Canon and Nikon mounts, so be sure to get the correct version for your camera because the Canon and Nikon versions are not cross-compatible. Now, the Yongnuo 622TX runs on two AA batteries. On the back of the transmitter is a PC synchronization port. On the side is a shutter release port. And then on the other side is a USB port for future firmware upgrades. Now, the 622TX basically works the exact same way as the 622. However, back on the 622, you can only change the settings of the flash from within the camera menu. Now, on the 622TX, you actually have buttons and a LCD screen on the top panel, so you actually have a user interface to work with, and you can change the settings directly from the transmitter. Of course, you can still change settings from within the camera menu if you prefer it that way. So just like the 622, the 622TX functions to link your camera and flash so they can communicate wirelessly, so you can actually trigger and control any TTL flash that's connected to the 622 from on the camera that has a 622TX attached to it. So they have a 100-meter working radius, and there are 7 channels and 3 groups for you to choose from. They support full TTL functionality, including high-speed sync and rear curtain synchronization. It can also fire an AF assist beam to help with low light autofocus. Now, the 622TX actually also has a super sync function that will actually fine-tune the delay of the flash firing so that you can actually go slightly beyond your camera's maximum flash sync speed. Do note that the 622TX is a transmitter, therefore it cannot function as a receiver unit, so you cannot actually attach a flash to the 622TX. However, you can attach this to your camera and then connect this to your camera using a shutter release cable. There is a shutter release port on one side. Just connect that to the remote shutter release port on your camera, and it can function as a wireless shutter release. So if you have other units of 622s, you can press the test button on the 622 to actually fire the shutter on the camera. Now, the user interface of the 622TX is actually very straightforward. Powering it on, you'll see there is a backlit LCD screen. It's backlit in green. There's a group selection button, and then there's a mode toggle. There's a synchronization mode toggle, and then there's a zoom button for you to change the zoom. There's also a test button that allows you to test fire the flashes that are connected to the system, and we have the navigation buttons. So that is pretty much it about the 622TX. If you're interested in purchasing this item, be sure to purchase it directly from clickyourshop.com. To check it out, please follow the link on the screen. The link will also be in the description below. So that is it, everybody. Thank you very much for watching.